Hello, everyone. This is time once again for some Snaction. Snatcher action. God, I just love the Sega CD music. Yes, we are doing this very much on time, and happy Tuesday to all of you. No, this is on Thursday. That said, though, I think I might keep this going on Thursday from now on, because, I mean, the whole vinyl thing is over, or my vinyl collection at least is over, so, yeah, I might just, move this over to Thursdays from now on. Okay, sounds good. Let's go. Bing bong. Alright, well actually what we're going to do instead is load a save state, because I did, so if you, didn't catch the last... If you didn't catch the last stream, you will not know all of the trouble I went through in the last, shooting battle. Essentially, I beat it off camera. You didn't really miss anything else. I just did a save state immediately afterwards, so this is the first line of dialogue. And yeah, it was extremely hard. The only way I was able to do it was with extremely liberal use of the save state. I save stated multiple times throughout that battle, and I am not ashamed to admit it, because that is quite frankly bullshit. The patterns, as Chad said in the last time I streamed Snatcher, the patterns are entirely random, and it just quite frankly, like anybody, like regardless of skill level, I feel like just about everyone would have trouble with those stages. At least like the first couple times playing, I would think. Anyway, Metal Gear is saying I'm no longer reading any motion. Let's hope that's true, because I'm not sure I can get away with just skipping over a part of the game again. Whew! That really built up a lot of those things. They really built up a lot of those things, didn't they? That was a close one, wasn't it, Gillian? Yeah. 4 hits. Much worse, and I would have been saying walking through these pearly gates by now. So, okay, so I think the question now is, what's going to happen? Who's going to be the chief? Because if the chief is dead, who's going to take his place? That, I think, is the real question. Which means that at the end of this duct, I'm not reading any more motion. Let's move on. Fuck, I really hope we don't have to do that again. A way out. Thank the fucking Lord. Metal, don't let your guard down.
What in the world?
This is part of the tube liner, the city's long-abandoned subway system.
You mean Queen's Hospital and this were connected?
Yes, it would appear that the Snatchers were using this to move from place to place. This would provide them with the perfect way to move about while still avoiding the ultraviolet rays they hate so much. We should have realized this sooner. The city is crisscrossed by the Two-Liners' old lines, and since they are abandoned, the Snatchers could move undetected as well.
Aha! That's how those two we caught a glimpse of at the abandoned factory where Gibson was killed were able to disappear so quickly. They must
Chad, how are you?
That would appear to be correct. The Two-Liner passes underneath that factory site as
Yes,
well.
I did.
Also, it's
I
clear
did
sand
beat
from
it.
the factory was in the air duct at the hospital.
I will,
So this is the trick they were
repeat my
using
whole
to stay out of the
spiel
sun and avoid being seen while they moved around.
after the cutscene.
Now we know why it took so long to uncover them.
All right, let's follow the subway. We should be able to get out when we get to the nearest station.
Okay, so, yes, I did beat it, but I kind of cheated. As I said before you hopped on, the only way I was able to beat it, one, I beat it off camera, and two, I used very, very liberal use of the save states. Yes, it's cheating, but that part is bullshit, and I do not care at all. As you said, and there are no enemy patterns. It's entirely random, and you pretty much just have to have like extremely fast reaction time, which is something I definitely don't have. And I would imagine like most people would not have that quick of reaction time as well. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's frustrating. Exactly. So, eventually I was just like, you know what, I had to... And even with save states, it was very difficult, because... In fact, that might have added a different layer of challenge to it, because you have to, like... You kind of have to, like... know when to save state, but there is an advantage to doing that. So it's not entirely random, I guess. Essentially, it seems like it loads the patterns in groups, is my understanding. So it'll load like 3 or 4 patterns at a time. Or 3 or 4 coordinates at a time. And if you save state and like load state and things like that, you can kind of do it a little bit based off of memory. It is still extremely tedious. In fact, maybe more so, because you have to, like, if you save state at the wrong time, that's going to be an issue. Thankfully, I can undo save states on RetroArch. But it is still extremely frustrating. We're probably lost. I wonder where we are. Since I don't know our exact... I hear footsteps. Those aren't our those are our footsteps, right? There's not, like, somebody following us? Metal, can you see what's up in front? It appears that the tunnel continues for as far as I can see. Behind. No one is there. Thank God. I am honestly, like, in fear that I'm going to have to do this again at some point in the near future. I am really, really hoping that is not true. So, the other thing I was kind of thinking is, like... So now that the chief is dead, presumably the chief is dead. I assume they aren't gonna, like, you know, do a fake out and like, oh, he's alive or something like that. I wonder who is going to be replacing the chief. Are we doing it? I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Look, metal, light!
Yes.
You have 2 more harder boss fights later on. Okay, later on.
There's a ladder.
Oh shit, Hector! Hi, how are you?
I don't have the slightest, but let's climb it and see.
All right. Now climbing the ladder. We seem to have emerged into an odd...
I didn't see you go live, so I assume you like gave up on the whole, like you were talking about like booting up your PlayStation Classic and like loading some stuff up. I assume you aren't doing that.
Into the subway. So that's how he did that.
Ah, yes. As I recall, after you disposed of Lisa, he somehow entered the apartment without using the regular entrance.
Which he accomplished by using this secret passage into his bathtub.
The bathtub must be of a double construction. The bottom is actually a lid. When they
Huh.
wanted to hide the passage, all they needed to do was fill the tub. And to get in and out, they would just drain the water into another tank.
Jeez. Double bottom bathtubs? Abandoned subways? Snatchers really go out of their way to stay out of the sun.
Okay, Gillian, let's head outside.
I still have some polishing to do to the Classic. Yeah, it's... Honestly, I'm still... I've owned the Classic for about half a year now. I am still, like, putting in, like, the final touches, like, trying to get some things working better than others. I've just given up on, like, getting N64, MSX, anything like that to run at full speed. Amiga, I've just given up getting that to work at all because basically the only way you can do it is just to write your own HTML code, is my understanding. Atari ST I can't even get to boot, so that one I don't quite understand. DS works, but you need to use like the standalone app. Yeah. Right now what I'm doing is I'm going through my program that I use for scraping. I think it's called like EMU Scraper, and I'm trying to scrape together like the the artwork and info files for my ZX Spectrum games. I did finally get it like fully done for MSX, so that is good. But yeah, ZX Spectrum and PC-88 are the two that I still have to do. So let's investigate. Nothing has changed. Okay. I assume we just have to move out of the house, but I'm just gonna do a quick look around anyway. Okay. Oh, descend underground? So is this like... All we can do is go forward, Gillian. Okay. Go to living room. So this is what we're supposed to do. Hori announced the Split Pad Pro Fit Joy-Cons next month in Japan. I mean, so what are the advantages of that? Because I own the Hori controllers. I think it's like a Split Pad Pro. I have that, and they are definitely built to a cost They are significantly cheaper in terms of build quality and in terms of actual price than the Switch Joy-Cons. On the other hand, they actually work, and that is a stark difference from the Joy-Cons. If they are working on... I really hope, at very least, they can add at least vibration to those controllers. Add vibration, and add, like, some of the other bells and whistles that the Switch Joy-Cons have. Because I just want, like, the Switch Joy-Cons, but that work better, and that have the, maybe, like, at least some degree of motion control and at least some degree of vibration. I assume there is a degree of, like, gatekeeping that Nintendo does. Like, oh, well, we made our controllers like shit, but we're going to patent the hell out of it so nobody else can do it. Nothing. It's just the slimmer version of the SplitPad Pro. Handheld only. Okay. I'm happy with my... Satisfy grip. I don't think I've seen that one. Satisfy grip. Well, you're saying grip, so does that mean it's not, like, it doesn't, like, work like the actual Joy-Cons? Is it one of those that, like, connects through Bluetooth and is... I don't know. So, yeah, it's just the same thing, but slimmer. I mean, I like that. I can see that being useful, but, I kind of like the, some of the heft that the regular SplitPad Pro has, so... I think if whenever mine breaks, which it probably will eventually, because, again, it's built like crap, I'm probably just going to buy another SplitPad Pro. There are other third-party... Well, maybe I might want to look into the Satisfy grip that Hector is talking about, because again, if there is something that works better than the SplitPad Pro, I'm all for it. It is better than the Joy-Cons in a lot of very notable ways. Like, it has an actual D-pad, actual clicky buttons... like an actual thumbstick that works. But on the other hand, they stripped a lot of things from it. I did an unboxing. Oh, perfect. Okay, then I will check that out, maybe after the stream. In fact, oh shit, you aren't modded. I'll tell you what. Hector, I'm gonna mod you. Post a link to that, if you so desire. Oh wow, there's like a couple more options on here than I remember there being. Okay, I want to mod. Oh, okay. Yeah, Hector, you're modded. Post a link to that if you want. I will save that for later. It's just a grip that you slide onto the console. Okay, well, I'll see how that works. Yeah, so it doesn't, like, fix any of the gaping problems that the Joy-Con has. It comes with a case as well. Okay. I recommend looking into the... Wait, what is this? Nixie Joy-Cons. It's like the... Is that the one with, like, the LEDs on it? I hate that. So I ended up having a bunch of problems. So the D-pad is already built like shit. Because it's, like, a really stiff, clicky D-pad. But then it just, like, really quickly got a lot worse. Like, now you really have to, like, force it down to go right. Like you have to force the right button down on the D-pad to go right. That makes games like Celeste basically unplayable. So yeah, that is the alternative, but it's worse. The Hori, with all of its problems and with all of its cheapness, it still works, and that's something. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's hit or miss. I remember like Spawnwave even did a review of them, and like there was like it was just like a manufacturing error. His D-pad was even worse, and it turned out there was like a sticker underneath, and after he took that sticker off, it still wasn't good. Like, mine, I think, came working perfectly. There wasn't any, like, major, like, manufacturing defect that didn't, like, plague every one of those controllers, but yeah. Anyways, Moscow seems to hold some clue to this whole, though, doesn't it? To this whole thing. Of course, it's always the fucking Russians. Moscow. Did that guy say something about it? Yeah, he did. Before the explosion, didn't Chin Shu O say something about achieving what was meant to be 55 years ago of the... Okay. Yeah, just stick with the Hori. Hori is officially licensed by Nintendo. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, exactly. Like, it's still not very good. It's still very transparently built to a cost, but it's... It's the best of a bad situation. My guessing is, like, Nintendo might be doing, like, some patent hoarding, and, yeah, some of these third parties just don't have access to all of the bells and whistles that Nintendo's Joy-Cons have. Which is reason number 5,843 to get rid of the copyright system in the United States. That is why China is kicking our ass in infrastructure, is because they don't have patent law and they don't have copyright law. No drift, and it does... And a D-pad is better than those buttons, exactly. Better comfort too, yeah. I have the Split Pad Pro, and it is really good. It's a lot bigger. It has a really nice big thumbstick. That thumbstick is pretty cheap though. I've actually had the rubber fall off, so now it's just like a naked plastic thumbstick, which is still probably more functional than the one that the Switch has built in. Like, the buttons aren't clicky. I hate that. Like, at least with the Switch, you can switch out the controller. You can't do that with the 3DS, and the 3DS is stuck with those awful clicky buttons. How long have I had them? Maybe about 2 years, I would say. Which, yeah, I do think there are, like, different models now. I think when I bought mine, the only one that existed was black. But now I have seen there are, like, some different models. Or, like, black and orange. Oh, Hector's... I fix any Joy-Cons with drift issues. Yeah, I tried doing that. It was just... It was just above my skill level. Because, like... There's, like, so many small parts inside of these already really small controllers. I love the Pac-Man version. Yeah, I saw that. I think there's also a Sonic the Hedgehog one, too, that looks pretty sick. I'm actually, my best friend's wife, I'm actually buying her a Switch game for her birthday. It's Disney's Enchanted Kingdom 2. She put it on her wish list. I have no idea if it's any good, so if it is, I might end up buying a copy for myself. Because Disney, especially now, has been putting out a lot of extreme hit-or-miss software. Like, for every Epic Mickey, there's, you know, like, Toy Story Mania on the Wii. I mean, like, I understand those games were, you know, around when, my ADHD will make me frustrated trying to fix it. Yeah, ADHD plus being blind is not a good thing. That's my experience anyway. Moscow 55 years ago. The key to understanding the Snatchers no doubt lies there. So when did this game take place? Are they... Well, no, it's not Chernobyl, that's Ukraine. Just as a declaration. So, I mean, this game was already based off of another, like, older port of a game. So, when this script might have been written... Oh yeah, Hector does some awesome shit. We've talked before about, like, how, like, he mods, like, or how he, like, homebrews the 3DS and stuff, which is not, like, a hard thing. I've done it. My issue is I want to wait until, like, there's absolutely no good reason to go online with the 3DS. Which, actually, thinking about it, that day might be here, because, like, I don't, like, they don't make, like, they don't make eShop cards that work with the 3DS anymore, I don't think. You can't, like, add funds to a debit card or anything like that. I think the eShop, for as far as I am concerned, is dead now, so maybe I might try hacking the 3DS again. I just need to figure out, like, where are these, like, eShop titles now? Because I know they exist on the internet somewhere through very dubious means. I just need to find them and need to figure out how to load them on a hacked 3DS. I miss Street Pass. I never used it. I mean, like, I think by the time... I did a lot of multiplayer with the DS. I think by the time, like, the 3DS came out, I had a lot of friends who kind of felt like, oh, I've outgrown Nintendo. Nintendo's the baby console. That... 3DS are... Oh, well, that's easy to memorize. Yeah. I don't know, I might need to look at, like, some of, his modding projects. Sometimes those can be interesting. It's a large-scale map. Okay, so... It's a late 20th century map. Well, I feel like it's a late 20th century. That map should be useful. Yeah, I guess not then. Yeah, but, Street Pass, I never used it. I mean, I don't think enough people... Oh, that's not true. My one friend owned a 3DS. We just never... Because I don't think 3DS's multiplayer was as good as the DS's one. I don't think there were ever any games... Like, you know how, like, there were, like, stripped down, like, downloadable versions of the games? So, like, even if you didn't have, like, Mario Kart DS, you could download it. I don't think the 3DS ever had any games like that. At least, I never found any at the time. Every 3DS should be modded at this point. Okay. My thing with the 3DS... Well, actually, no. My thing with the 3DS is... If Nintendo... I want to make absolutely 100% sure that Nintendo is done supporting the 3DS with software updates. Because I updated my 3DS and it bricked the fucking thing. And, it was... Eventually I had to throw away my old 3DS XL because I actually locked myself out of it with, like, that weird passcode thing. Just because, like, I was, like, randomly pushing buttons. I got to, like, the point where I was just, like, randomly pushing buttons. Like, I have no idea what the fuck to do. I know there's, like, a piece of software that only works when it wants to. So... I sold off my whole physical 3DS line. I might, I don't know. I might, need to look into that. I don't know if I could do that, because, like, you would need, like, a lot... 3DS games take up a decent amount of space, right? It's like... They're like the size of PS2 games, so I'm thinking, like, 4-6 gigs a game, I'm thinking. Like, that's gonna fill up any micro SD card real fast. But, yeah, I get that. I did give my, copy of Mario Kart 7 because the 2DS that I bought used, that has... that came with Mario Kart 7 already pre-installed, which was pretty cool. But yeah, I guess I'll have to look into it, but yeah, my fear is Nintendo's gonna do another surprise update, and they're gonna, like, require something, like, something is gonna be required to use, like, with that up. I mean, I guess they aren't making any new games anymore, but, like, and I guess the eShop is basically useless. 3 to 4 gigs for the big games? Okay. That's true. I'm, like, yeah, like something like WarioWare Gold or something like that, that's probably not gonna take up 3-4 gigs. Or like NES Remix, that might not even take up 1 gig. Yeah. I don't know. I might mod the 3DS. Maybe I'll do that by the next time I see you guys. I don't know. Okay, so let's move. You can only download the games you own by next year. No more buying. Yeah. Oh, I see, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, so, like... Well, I saw something, like, with both the 3DS and the Wii U. I need to, like, figure out how to get my modded Wii U working as well. Because I did mod it, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, you have to, like, go through the web browser in order to get it running. But, yeah, I guess, like, what Chad is basically saying is the eShop is essentially worthless at this point. And there's, like, no real fear of, like, any sort of mandatory, update that's gonna like fix like some game-breaking like issue or something like that. Like, move. I think we can just go into the Chernocade, the Cherno cycle. And how are we going to walk it? Yeah, that's a good point. The Cherno cycle is destroyed, I think. Oh, a taxi. Okay. It's parked illegally in front of a house. Perhaps he's waiting for a customer. Oh, I see. So, ride in taxi. Got it. I don't remember there being a taxi. Maybe I didn't get past this part. I remember, like, a whole other part to this, though. Where to? Tell destination. Oh, he's a robot. Okay. There we go. Do I have to shoot him? Oh, that was easy.
Is he dead?
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Aw, shit. So do we get to, like, GTA the taxi now? Just, like, kill the guy and steal his car?
If ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop him before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto summit.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
Let's use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
I planned on it. I just...
Oh, shit! So we get to steal the taxi! That's fucking great! Remember, kids, if you're ever in a jam, just shoot a taxi driver and steal his car. Remember, no cabbie ever carries a gun. Sonic says, GTA is a real-life simulation. Okay, go inside. We have to open the... Okay. Shows evidence of having been struck by fire from the... Okay. Oh, shit. Save state. Okay, what did Chad say? It's not the final showdown, but this is where you fight the chief. He has Mika hostage. You have to be careful not to shoot her too much. Okay. Oh, I see. Open shutter. I read a Twitter post of a Snatcher post. Apparently, there is a secret scene with the chief and your wife supposedly having an... Whoa. So that's like, so what? That's like in the game's code somewhere? In like, is it in this port or is this in like one of the other ports?
All right, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme caution. Anything could be inside.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Mika,
Wait, so are you telling me the game is already
Mika,
almost over?
Are you all right? Metal, how is she?
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no...
It was the older port, if I'm pretty sure. Wait.
Mika, come
I'm
on, snap
not
out of it.
sure if it's
me,
here.
Gillian.
Okay, so it's the
Gillian?
PC 98 version.
Mika, what happened?
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a snatcher.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the snatcher in.
That was smart. Not even a snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in. Gillian, please help him.
Harry, Mika, open the door. I'm going in.
Okay, cool. Do we get to like bone later? That'd be
Metal,
fun.
we're going in. Be careful. That Snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Gillian, please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
Don't worry, I'll watch myself in there.
You're in the main hallway.
Harry!
Oh, Gillian. Is that you?
Or I'm sorry, not the
I'm
PC.
getting old.
No, it's the
Just look at me.
what's the one that doesn't work properly?
I
MSX.
saw the chief messing with your turbo cycle. And that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
I do not wish to say.
Really?
Oh shit.
That bad, huh?
Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw, he showed me what he really was. I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough.
How are
I
robots
understand.
allowed to have emotion?
Is there anything we can do for him?
Gillian,
Why are we not as concerned about Metal Gear having human emotions?
You'll be okay. Doesn't look like you're hurting too bad. This will work out perfect. You always were working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and rest up?
Yeah, sure. Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know I ain't gonna make it. You...
Oh, he'll be going on a permanent vacation.
Harry!
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you. I've always had trouble talking.
Metal
to
Gear
you.
is not made by Russia.
Since I
Well,
was
fair
little.
enough. Yeah, I mean,
What
obviously,
I can remember.
if the Russians aren't making the robots, they must be safe.
Harry, hang in there. You and I were gonna go out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah, that's...
Then
that's
again,
not a
though,
bad
that
idea. You, me, and Jean...
that
three of us.
etching on the bottom of Metal Gear's canister, property of Vladimir Putin. I don't think.
Alone. I didn't...
I feel like we should look into that.
Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Harry?
After Jean died, I felt it. Human warmth, companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years, I've been searching, trying to find something I lost. Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about...
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian.
Yeah, you've wasted like what little life you have,
Won't forget this.
like
old grouch,
being
will ya?
sentimental.
Harry!
Good job.
Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself.
That's hard work.
You're the last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Is he dead?
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for grieving. That Snatcher is still hiding somewhere here in headquarters.
Mammal, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up.
I have a
Joker
very
headquarters.
love-hate
Sky high.
relationship with
You understand me?
Metal Gear.
Yes, sir. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
Computer room. So we're in. So we're back at HQ now? Okay. Okay. Well, let's maybe search no, you know what? It's gonna be like a fact file, I think. What happened in Moscow 55 years ago? I don't remember the exact year that this game takes place. I'm hoping that isn't going to be super important. Until you get the option to go off front. Okay. Oh, you have to find. Okay, I see. Whoa, stairway? I don't remember there be... Or, hallway? I don't remember that being a thing. Oh, that's where we just were. Okay. Search. The motion detecting office never does anything. Like, motion's only gonna be detected when the little pager thing goes off. Search the window. Search the desk. I will check in the desk. No snatchers in here. Alright, I'll check between the cushions. No snatchers in here. Are you guys snatchers? I mean, shit, at any... I mean, if we're checking the desks and everything, anything's possible. This stream could be overrun by snatchers. Engineering room. Is this gonna... It'd be fun. It'd be kind of funny if this was like Sonic 06, where you have to like do this 3 times and then the ghost of Harry's like, surprise motherfucker, I was the Snatcher this whole time. Are we going to be able to use the shooting range? Or, like, are we going to be able to search the shooting range? Okay, we can. Because usually when you go to the shooting range, which I haven't done, like, this entire playthrough, I don't think, but, usually it's just target practice. Nah, we got time. We can do some target practice. Computer. Shooting range. Did we? I think we checked everything. The first part, the chief will be on the ceiling. Like Spider-Man. Search Harry. Oh, okay. Oh my god, wait, are they gonna... Like, Harry was the Snatcher this whole time. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind. I thought we were making progress. Never mind. Although I don't remember that being a thing, so... Oh, okay. There is some kind... Oh, I see. There's some kind of stain on the desktop. It's blood. So I guess this is where the chief was killed. Oh, wait, this is a different ceiling. Oh, I see. I think this is where the chief is. Aha! Well, that was easy.
The lighting control system has been destroyed.
Oh, shit.
Distance to motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
Turn on the damn light, Metal Gear. You have, like, a light. We know this.
Pass me this time, Snatcher.
Oh, there we go.
Emergency lighting has been activated.
Oh, well, it has emergency lighting as well. Okay, well, that's convenient.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside headquarters.
It's almost as if somebody expected this to happen. So if I'm understanding what chat is saying, I think we need to go back here. Never mind. Let's go into the engineering room. I'm really hoping this isn't the end of the game. I was really having fun with this. I'm gonna have to decide what to do next. If this is the end. Either way, I'm still probably gonna have to think about that. Okay. You'll meet the... Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, you have to go... You have to get the option to go to the front and find that Mika is missing. Okay. So I think I just have to, like, do all the investigating and searching shit again. Oh, I got it.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait, Mika's not in the pod. What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed. Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you?
Didn't
Show
he
yourself.
just speak?
I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you. Mika!
No, Gillian, don't move. It's a trap.
A hostage? You cowardly scum! Mika, why did you open the entrance?
I don't know. I was really scared. I mean, the emergency light's coming on so suddenly.
Seed, go ahead and shoot. But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
Okay, so I think it goes without
Shoot,
saying
Gillian,
safe state.
kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika,
What are you going to do?
I have you now, junker.
Do I want to? Wait, do I want to not? What? Oh, fuck you! So he just, like, waits for a little while. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Shoot, Gillian, kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika,
What are you going to do?
I have you now, junker.
I mean, he is kind of a slower target. Well, I can definitely say this. This isn't as big a pain in the ass as the last shootout. Like, I think I could feasibly get by this without save states. Or, I mean, without, like, save stating in the middle of the battle, I think. Actually, I probably just don't even need save states. If anything, it'll just kind of go by a bit quicker. What the fuck, dude? Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Hey, wifey, can you get out of the way? This is proof that pain and pleasure do end up being the same result. Oh wait, shit. My thumbstick isn't... I'm actually gonna do that real quick. My thumbstick isn't mapped properly, I don't think. There we go. Wait, let me... There we go. I did not even hit her. I did not hit her. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. Oh, I see. So you... Oh, I see. So he, like, hides behind your wife. Got it. Hey! Great White North, I shared the stream. Thank you so much. Very, very much appreciated. Oh, I bet it's just that this guy takes a lot of hits. Oh. Okay, yeah, that wasn't actually too hard.
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Mika,
It's a good story game, but with some frustrating parts. That wasn't actually that frustrating, though.
Harry, I got him. Random?
So,
Sorry, it
listen,
took so
you aren't
long.
gonna hold
This
all
sort of
those
made
times
us
that I accidentally shot you. You aren't gonna hold that against me, are you, Lovey?
Junker? You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
Why is he still alive? Why do we not get the option to shoot him anymore?
Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Oh, okay, so we're just gonna let him die slowly. Fair enough. I'm not opposed to that.
Maintenance facility. We have comrades operating.
My kind of games, same here. These are like the only kinds of games I'm good at because,
Plans will move into
apart from like these shooting sections, they don't really require a lot of really fast reaction time.
Professor Lorraine. Your existence is meaningless as long as you don't get your memory back. Good luck, Junker.
My memory? Comrade?
Is that
Professor Lorraine?
who's the British guy from Star Trek?
Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
No, Leonard. Is that Leonard Nimoy?
It's all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody
Kind of
else
sounds
die.
like him.
I've made a promise to Harry and Random. But the city is still full of Snatchers. This fight is just beginning.
Hell yeah, that means we get to play this more.
Gillian, I have an urgent video call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
Gillian, I've got my memory back.
Oh, wait.
I remember everything.
Your memory. So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie.
Whoa!
I can't tell you something like this over the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie, calm down. I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
Do they have a son?
Snatcher.
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now,
So it is a Russian takeover.
doing anything foolish, Professor C.
God damn it, it's the Russians. It's always the Russians. Thankfully, a lot has changed and Russia is very much the good guy now. Right? Act 2 end. What time is it? You know what? Oh, yeah, it's like we've only been streaming for about an hour. Alright, we'll do a little bit of Act 2. Or, not Act 2. We'll keep going with Act 2 then. Or Act 3, I mean. Oh, I bet, so it's this is probably the last
Just 3 hours away.
act then, because it's like a 3-act play.
Countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
Yeah.
A major poll of domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Oh, this is definitely science fiction then. The majority of people are in favor of a
Now
quarantine.
that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
I dig. Yeah.
That may not
I
be
mean,
as
check it
important
out.
as
If
it
you're,
seems. The world's leaders are
I mean,
extremely concerned
if
about
you
the
have a
Snatcher
lot of
Kobe.
money, you can get it
The
for
chief was going
like
to call
physical
Mrs. Gillian and
console.
speak
If
to the
not,
summit.
it's
That'll
relatively
never
easy to
happen now.
emulate.
3
You
months
just
ago,
gotta,
government
you know,
pressure on junker
download like
operations
Fusion or
increased
something on
dramatically.
Windows or
Gillian's
RetroArch
transfer here
Core,
was really our
and
last
you gotta
chance.
download the BIOS
Our
as
own
well.
chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to
An
trust us
American
anymore.
BIOS at very
I've heard
least.
that the
Otherwise,
Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
you can also
That's
download like the
correct.
Japanese
That
and
too will be
European
officially
BIOS.
decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh?
Nuke the terrorists.
Is
Fuck
there
yeah.
any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned,
Terrorize
we're
the
just
nuke.
like
Oh,
a
wait, wrong
cancerous
movie.
tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatcher's headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only
Uphold
knew
the
where
public
it was,
trust.
I should be able to manage something.
Protect the public trust.
Hitting
Observe
their
the law.
outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about the memory of that snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Wait a minute. Mental. What about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough.
Yeah,
Still, it
this game
definitely
is
did come from
extremely, from what I've
inside.
heard, it is extremely expensive
Where are
on
they
the
hiding?
second-hand market,
Gillian,
so
can't you
your
remember
best bet
anything at all?
might just be
Didn't Jamie say
emulation.
something that implied you were somehow
There is
connected
a
to the Snatchers?
PlayStation version as
Nothing.
well,
I can't remember
but
a damn thing.
that is
No.
Japanese
I
only,
want you to
and
tell
all
me
of
everything you
the
know about me.
all of
Why
the
was I sent to Junker
text
headquarters?
and all of
Where
the
did I
voice
come
acting
from?
is in Japanese. So
Gillian,
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
well, you see,
Metal!
all right. With the chief gone, you are the highest ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic
Whoa.
sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
That's Harry's picture from when he was a kid.
whoa.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed
Whoa!
by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my son?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
In addition,
Oh shit, they're
both of you
boomers.
vanished without a trace in
They're gonna start
1989.
talking about how
There
we
is
like
no other
avocado
information
toast, which
available
I've
to you
honestly
after that.
never met anybody who likes that.
1989.
That honestly sounds
Yes.
terrible.
You come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched,
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
that's correct. and in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No, it was highly classified information. He was never told.
I was never able to do anything for him.
Wait a minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian,
Wait till my wife finds out that our son is already dead.
Kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right, let's go over what we know about them.
Okay. This is this. Oh, I see. Sun rays. What? Cold X-rays. Oh, ultraviolet rays. I see. They only come out at night. Now, what method were they using to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet? Okay. Black taxi, turbo cycle, highway, underpass. Okay, we know all of this, I think. I got the Splatoon. Oh, is that out? Okay. Oh, fuck. That's probably only going to be available for, like, a limited time. Okay, I'm going to have to download that right now. I think. If I'm ever... I mean, I can't play it right now, but I'll have to, like, download it while the stream is going. Because if it's anything like the the Switch Sports thing, it's only going to be available, like, one day. Okay, Splatoon 3, I found it. Free download. That is cool that they have a demo, because I'm not necessarily, it's only about 3 gigs, okay. Okay, it's downloading now. So I'll look into that after the stream. The online start... Oh, it starts... It doesn't start even now. Okay. Sneeze. Oh, wait. Snow 9. Oh shit! Actually, wait, no. Today's the 18th, right? I think tomorrow, Wave Race is supposed to come out on the NSO Plus, which I'll admit I have not played Wave Race in a very long time. I remember not being very good at it, but I mean, I'm not very good at most games, so. If you can play the single player. Did Splatoon have a single player? Splatoon 2, I don't think did. I mean, I never played it. I just played online. Actually, Splatoon 1, I think, had, like, a single-player option. I don't know. It's downloading. I'll mess with it later tonight. Yes, it had single-player. Okay. I mean, if nothing else, I might, like, just re-download Splatoon 2 and play that a little while. Because, like, so far, the way Nintendo seems to be advertising it, it seems like it's just Splatoon 2, but with better graphics. Which, I mean, fine, Splatoon 2 worked just fine. I'm just not entirely sure we needed another game. Red Square, more like fucking ugly Red Scare. Or, Red Square. Get it? It's Hong Kong 97. Rush. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, what is the city? Moscow.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Oh, Snow 9.
No snow has been recorded in Neo Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9.
That's fun. Even in the fictitious future, the environment is fucked.
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What's this?
Look,
Yeah.
the rivers are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating. This is the spot. It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Wait, Gillian.
I want to go with you.
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
Yeah, but you're a
and
woman,
great one
so-
at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian.
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
Are you my daughter?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah,
Hey.
you know, dinner?
Well, then I hope she's not
Mika.
his daughter.
Not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah, okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal, let's go.
See, men, sometimes it's all about just playing the waiting game. You know, after a while, the slutty secretary will just, you know, throw herself at you. You know, it happens. Not actual life advice. Right after she learned his son just died. Yeah. I mean... Okay, let's go to church.
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off.
Take me to church.
Flight configuration, now gaining altitude.
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
A 50-year debt in 3 hours. Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood? Now descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
All right. So, let's, okay. Chakra HQ, extra, yeah. Snow area. Okay, so go inside.
All right, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
That's what she
right.
said.
1, 2, 3.
Noise. Oh god. This music is John Carpenter as fuck. Oh fuck, I already like wasted my Eyes Wide Shut reference on Outer Heaven. We can't do that now. You know what? I made the right choice. Isn't that random? Whoa. Chairs. The creator Modnar. Well, it's random spelled backwards. Definitely very influenced by Stephen King as well. Red Rum. So this is the professor. Yeah, it's random backwards. Oh shit, I didn't notice that initially. That's clever. They didn't like they were able to fool me because they didn't like have it spelled out. Nilbog? It's goblin spelled backwards! Back? Okay. So Snatchers! Look at them all! Oh fuck. Oh fuck, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be a lot to shoot, I think. Oh, this is their warehouse. Never mind. You know what? I am just going to save here, just in case, because I feel like that's going to become necessary. Okay, it's not showing any motion. I imagine it will soon. Actually, shit, right? Let's go. Culturing room. A mechanism is operating. Here. Why are we... Snatcher process. So why... Like, should we not be alarmed at that?
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure.
Can we destroy the
First, they adjust
machines?
the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attach.
Is it organic?
No, it appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Door. Okay. Wait. Terminal.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished Snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Whoa.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Yeah.
Not
What the
yet.
fuck? Why didn't we
Not
do that?
until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right. Do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Wow, that's
Don't forget. 30
like
minutes.
weirdly backhanded.
"30 minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Okay, well, don't waste time inner monologuing. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? The last one is like this, but with snatchers. Okay. So maybe this won't be like a huge nuisance if it's like leading up to something bigger. Never mind, it's gonna be a huge nuisance. Hi, it's Lord Cloud X. I don't believe I've ever seen you in my streams before, but welcome. Thank you for dropping in, and you are going to miss out on me dying a lot, probably. First time here. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Where have we, I don't know, where I would know you from, but maybe I don't. Either way, thank you, and welcome to the Eldina Productions crew. Oh, I just see you stream on my recommended. Really? I did not know I was big enough to be put on people's recommended. Well, I mean, either way, you know. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming. Well, I'm out for now, getting ready for my stream. Have a good rest of your... Okay, thank you guys for coming. Great White North, you are, oh, are you doing, one of the Alice games, I think? I've always wanted to, check those out. Those are only on PC, though, right? I mean, I can... obviously, I'm streaming on a PC, but it's not... usually my preferred thing for gaming. So if there's like a console port, I prefer that. But yeah, I mean, I'm always like, I always loved like the Alice in Wonderland movie, the Disney one was always my favorite. Seems I'm added to you, by the way. Well, you know, happy accidents. If you find out that you like what you see, I do have a Twitter. You can follow that and be notified. And be notified for future uploads and things like that. It is at Logan Diener. In fact, okay. I will... Let me just type it into the chat in case anybody wants to follow who already hasn't. There we go. So if you want to follow it, it is now posted in the chat. Wait, L-O-G. Okay, I spelled it right. I mean, it is my name, but you can never be sure. You can never be too sure about those things. followed you on the Bird app. Fuck yeah, dude. The Unknown Bird app. I'm going to... I'm gonna have to start using the save state. This game is going to take life off of my controller, I think. Let me... Okay, what did you say? Haha, that reminds me that I was doing the same with Dracula and Castlevania Chronicles 2 days ago, using keyboard shortcuts. I think RetroArch should have keyboard shortcuts too. So I'm playing this on the PlayStation Classic, and it does have controller shortcuts. I'm using a PlayStation 3 controller. Actually, you know what? So I'm gonna undo the save state, but yeah, that's a good point. I'm actually gonna... I guess I will quick go ahead and remap the controllers. Where is that? Core. Yeah. That's a good idea, though. Yeah, this is on the PlayStation. This isn't the PlayStation port of the game. This is a PlayStation Classic. So, a couple of years ago, Sony... Hang on. Shit, how do I overwrite that? Oh, that's how. Okay, I'm gonna turn off fast forward because it doesn't work particularly well on a lot of games anyway. And I will just do save state. Quit RetroArch. Save state and load state. Got it. I should probably, like, bind something to, You know what? I'm going to bind fast forward. You know what? I'm getting rid of that. So let's bind fast forward to what it was. And a lot of the, Yeah, no, I will... Okay. And then I will, for fast forward, I'm going to map that to right stick right. And then... slow motion, I will do that as left. Pause, frame skip. I'm looking to see if there's, like, anything... anything else. Audio mute toggle. That might actually be useful. I'll map that to C up, because, there are definitely times where, like, I don't want to, like, blow out the, Does it have I3? Does it have L3 and R3? Yeah, that's what I'm using. Well, no, this is RetroArch. So it's RetroArch. So my PlayStation Classic is modded. And they ported RetroArch to that. Game focus, AI. I guess if this was connected to the internet, you could, like, stream directly from here. That's kind of cool. Okay. So, Okay, cool. Whoa! What did I just do? Oh, right! I forgot, I accidentally... Okay, so I'm gonna have to probably move that to, Oh, wow, that's what slow motion does. It's like actual... I thought it was just destroy the frame rate. It's like an actual slow motion thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to, like, mess with that and make it... Yeah, this makes things a lot easier. What? Whoa! Okay, now here's how to cheat and be good at it. So, I'm gonna have to ask you guys a favor. So turn, and this is only gonna be applicable to those on the replay. You're gonna have to turn it to 1.5x. You know, there was a glitch in the upload process, and, you're gonna have to turn it to 1.5x, and then everything will be normal. This is kind of fucking amazing, actually. Fuck you and your save states. Fuck normalizing save states. Normalize slow motion mode. I didn't think of that when playing this game. Exactly. Yes, this is, I'm using Project Eris. There's a bunch of different, homebrews you can do to the PlayStation Classic. Auto Bleem is kind of the most popular, and I would have done Auto Bleem, but I kind of got to this one first. You know, this is a Konami game. They should, like, give you, like, a 30 life code. Or something. So you guys, on the replay, are you still at 1.5x speed? Yeah, I know this is annoying, and I know I'm probably talking really fast, but, you know, see, I am actually very good at the game. Totally not just, like, fudging it. This is kind of fucking amazing. I'm gonna have to, like, play around with this on my own time now. Oh my god, even with slow-mo, this is tedious as all hell. I mean, it's... I mean, it's not as bullshit, but this is still just unbelievably tedious. Wow, I beat that with, like, totally legit skill, guys. Game still provides a challenge. Even with save states, it does. It totally fucking does. Would be nice if they made this section an actual on-rail shoot. Yeah, that would actually be really cool. Well, especially considering, like, you could play this with a light gun.
Let's open the next door.
Wait, no, I want to... Snatcher, Tedious Edition. Okay, we gotta wait.
Doesn't look like there's...
Ooh. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I forgot to save state, so I have to go back here. You know what, Comic Man? Fuck your normalized save states. Normalize slow-mo mode. Last gunfight, okay. Guys, I think I may have found my favorite thing. Okay.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
Nah, I liked it better when it was slow-mo. Fuck you. I am doing this every time now. And you will not stop me. This is how to cheat and be a badass while doing it. No, see what I'm actually doing is I'm like, I'm playing this in the spirit. See, if Matrix would have came out by the time this came out, you know he would have implemented bullet time. Like slow motion bullet time. He's basically glowing whack-a-mole. Pretty much, yeah. It's not cheating. The PC can't handle the frame rate. Fuck yeah. Exactly. No, see, I'm actually playing this on a Commodore 64. So you see, it's just finish the game tonight. Oh shit! Is it really that close? No, I'm not cheating. The PC just can't handle my awesome. Yes, after the final cutscenes. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? If I play MSX in slow motion mode, will it at least run at a decent frame rate? I mean, well, I mean, not decent frame rate, but will it like eliminate some of the sound skipping? I wonder if this would genuinely be like. No, actually, if anything, it would probably be worse because I imagine it takes CPU power to do slow mo. Stay tuned this Saturday for an all slow-mo edition of ROM Roulette and Requests. Stay tuned for my next speed run of Super Mario Brothers, only playable at 2x speed. I think I can get the 454 frame rule. Or I think I can get to 453. Oh, my dog is here. Sadie just crawled up behind me on the bed. Guys, what do you mean my PC sucks? That Chinese shop said this was top-of-the-line model. They also said don't feed it after midnight, but I'm sure that's nothing. The parts from Wish, exactly. Hey guys, check it out. I made my own custom Wish.com PC. I don't know what a Motorola 68000 processor is, but I was told that it was cutting edge, top of the line. I believe I will be able to run Leisure Suit Larry on this. Maybe, with some dropped frames. I mean, I don't want to make my PC too badass. I watched a YouTube. Oh shit. Damn. I'll look at that in a minute. Ashens did a video where he like put together a Wish.com PC. Oh, by the way, I should have actually mentioned, but I'm using a DualShock 3 controller.
Jeez, these guys are tough.
Here we go.
Of course,
I just beat it. Totally legit.
Welcome me with open arms. Okay.
On this guy turning a toilet into a gaming PC. Oh god. I mean... Oh shit, there is another... What the fuck?
Jamie! Jamie! Oh no! What have I done?
Whoa! Holy shit, is it the bad ending? Oh, never mind. Hey guys, well I got the bad ending. I didn't save state in time. I didn't think I would need to. There we go.
Of course, I didn't exactly expect him to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
Hold on, I want to make a save state. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. That was everything I wanted and more. I call that shooting my wife in slow motion.
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial
A
skin
warning
is completed
animation
anyway.
before he comes out.
Artificial
Okay.
Skin research? You?
I didn't know that.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son.
Kojima trolling
He's been living on
you.
his own now for 50 years.
Yeah.
Jamie,
You're telling me this
There was
entire
nothing I
game
could do.
wasn't Kojima
They
trolling
forced
me?
But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie.
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible.
Wait a
Doing that to
minute.
your own father.
Oh my god, are they... So is Modner Bizarro random?
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me. Tell me
That
who I
is...
am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
That is so
Are
stupid
you
that I
sure
kind of
you
love
really
it.
want me to, Gillian? It's all so awful.
It's
If you
Nilbog!
must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf
I
between
mean,
East
I
and
kind of
West
thought it was
as wide
stupid
as
when
ever. Everybody
The
was
Shining
worried about
did it,
nukes.
but...
At that point, the
like,
world's
15
armies were
years
at their
later.
largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian.
Should I turn this off? I
And to
feel
develop
like
these
I'm
robots,
giving,
they
like,
assembled some of the most
Putin some
brilliant
ideas.
scientific minds from around the world.
I
Some
think
of
this
them
might
were
be
even brought
terrorist
in against their
propaganda.
will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself. And for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn
This
of the
is
project,
so,
and they
like,
conspired with the US to block it.
culturally relevant
Gillian,
for the
you were
time.
a
Like, this
CIA
came out,
special
what,
agent sent by
1992,
the United States to
1993?
infiltrate and
All of
sabotage
this
the
shit would have been
project.
in the news.
I was CIA?
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time. You and I and Elijah. In
Oh shit.
cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already
I'm
empty.
currently sleeping with Puppy right now,
Elijah
in case
Modner?
anyone was wondering.
That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
That's right, Elijah is alive. Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Whoa.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian.
Am I gonna have to shoot someone? No. Okay.
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No, not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father is dead?
Elijah!
My father
What
is dead.
happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me?
They make him sound
do I actually
eerily
have to
like Ronald
explain it to
Reagan.
you?
I'm just saying.
Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come
Well.
to pass here. 57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie.
The
Still
fuck?
young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart.
Okay, that's
Jamie.
adorable.
You opened
You're
me
a
up,
creepy old
but I
man.
couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Oh, I see.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret, crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter, and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then?
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to...
Sorry, I
I knew
had
the
to.
time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in a lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale Snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample. Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site.
And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had
Exposition-y Jane.
Yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods. Indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this?
You know, while he's explaining his evil plan, this is like
this
5
in the
minutes
Queen's
that
Hospital.
Gillian could just shoot the fucker. I'm just saying.
Random.
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards. How like my father, silly.
Oh, well, I got the first part.
He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, He makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets!
Metal!
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites.
Oh shit, that
You
works.
cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal! What happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo-Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you were the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
Metal!
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
What's that?
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Aw, shit.
Foolish.
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
Well, clearly you haven't been around, like, the entirety of this game with Metal Gear.
Don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop! Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, Metal!
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John?
Little John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Hurry! You only had 3 minutes!
Thanks! Thanks, you two! Jamie, come on!
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool! You don't even know how to love someone!
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back!
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Good job. Oh. Am I wrong, or does that not look like Twin Towers?
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now.
Duh!
Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's
So are
start
they
living
setting up
together
the
again.
sequel that
What do you
ultimately
say?
never happened?
We'll be waiting for you.
Like, literally, there's a setup for a sequel, and it just never
Mika,
happened.
You're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
Surprise! We're gonna shoot them. Oh, okay, there is a little bit more. Okay. Oh, shit. No. Trying to learn more about you was what got our relationship started. Katrina. I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone. Okay. Our relationship has gone beyond. Okay. I mean, Mika's pretty stupid throughout this game. I'm just saying. I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Because getting your memory back will mean you'll remember those things about me that you hated. Don't worry. No memories will change how I feel about you. The wife is okay with both of them hitting on Gillian. I mean... yeah, that's a good point. I mean, like, she's clearly insecure. Like... like, she was just talking about, like, oh, if you get your memory back, you won't love me as much, and you'll remember all the things you hated about me. And it's just like... I don't know. I don't know. Can you have it both ways? Can you be, like, insecure and then just, like... Actually, I guess you can.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
Have a safe trip. Second Lieutenant Seed. I'm a second lieutenant as well. So let's try to work well together when we get back. What? I'm a second lieutenant? How come my rank is even lower than what I had in the army, eh?
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you.
Your
Oops,
wife.
Almost forgot.
See,
Of course,
his
I wanna
wife
spend
is
some
right
private
there,
moments with my
and
wife too, huh?
like, I know
What's
that
wrong,
he doesn't
Jamie?
have his memory, but that's actually maybe more scummy.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait! Wait for me! Take me with you, please!
You son of a bitch!
Metal?
Yes, sir! We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
Oh, you son of a
Your
bitch!
memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Oh! Kojima beat the DeviantArt people to it.
Wait a second. I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
See, this is a perfect, like, way to, like, this is a perfect way to set up a sequel, and there's, like, a 98% chance that a sequel is just not gonna happen. So,
throughout history,
what the fuck?
Suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
Nope, no it hasn't. This conflict will be resolved in Snatcher 2, the Snatcher that we all want but will never happen. Alright, Hideo Kojima, motherfucker. Alright. So, this is the game. It's rolling the credits now. I beat it. Yeah, I mean, this is a fantastic game. It has a fantastic story. Some frustrating moments, for sure, especially the shooting sections, but, wait, is that the entire credit roll? Oh my god, this is back in the days when you could have, like, a huge project like this and only, like, 5 people to work on it. Great job. Thank you so much, Chad. Oh, and wait, no, there's the rest of the credits. Hair graphic designer. Okay, I take back what I said. They needed a special graphic designer just for the hair. I don't know what I'm gonna play next. I might have to look, I might have to, like, watch, like, a video of Police Knots to kind of see, like, what sort of... Because I've been told Police Knots is sort of like this game, or at least it's, like, in the same canon as this game. I don't know if it's, like, the same type of, like, menu-driven thing, or... if it's like something different. If it's kind of along the lines of this game, it might be a good one to do right afterwards. If not, maybe I'll do something different. I am thinking a couple that I've had in mind, maybe Final Fantasy VII. That actually comes stock on the PlayStation Classic. I've also thought about Lagrange points for NES. I have a translation patch already applied to the ROM, so I can just load that up on my NES emulator, play it in stereo. I'm kind of thinking like along the lines of RPGs. That might be kind of best to do in this sort of series. I would do, like, the Dragon Warrior / Dragon Quest games, but, like, if I did that, I feel like I'd have to start at the beginning, and, like, the early Dragon Quest games haven't exactly aged all that well, so... I don't know. I'll have to decide, I'll have to decide, on my own time, but... thank you everybody for watching, anybody who is watching throughout all of these 7 parts. anybody who just started watching. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Lord Cloud X. Thank you, Great White North, Dyer, Eugene, Omega, all the people who have watched throughout these streams. It's been fun. Honestly, I'm just trying to fill time because I kind of want to, like... I do kind of want to, like, let the credit sequence roll. That's what friends are for. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. Konami Co. Limited. There we go. See you guys in the next stream. I will be doing ROM Roulette and Request Saturday night at 8 o'clock p.m.